Welcome back to Wolf vs. Ponies. I know I haven't posted a video in like 2 weeks, I think. But, yeah, I've been working on my other channel with a list. You can check that out, and I'll try to put a link in the description below, but for some reason YouTube hates me when I try to do that. But I'll probably just leave an annotation somewhere in this part. But, yeah, so, I know my first video wasn't all that good, especially with my intro, which I hate for doing and saving it, I think. But yeah, we're doing which world is better, the human world or the pony world. Now, I know a lot of you people are going to say, oh, well, the pony world's better because the magical friendship and other good stuff. But hear me out, just hear me out. I actually think that Eqeustria isn't that good of a world to be in if you compare it to its human counterpart. Now, I'm only going off of the human counterpart. I'm not going to talk about our world or any of the other worlds that could be existent. Not just yet. But anyways, let us start off with the most basic thing about the two differences in the worlds. Eqeustria has horses, animals, mythological beasts. Pretty much anything that can kill you is alive and can speak the English language or has some sort of intelligence. In the human world, the only animals we have there are pets, and they're usually dogs, such like Spike. Now, speaking of Spike, when we talk about the human world, it looks like it's more of a transformation from the character's physical forms. We have ponies can turn into humans. We have the diamond dogs. The dogs that we've seen like only once in the series, and we'll probably only see once. They also turn into humans. Of course, they're idiots for some reason and get persuaded by the value of sexiness, by Rarity in one of the Hasbro Studio shorts. But then we have a dragon like Spike, who's loyal, and he gets turned into a dog. Now, I don't know what Equestria's value of Spike is, but what about all the other dragons? Do they just become like schnauzers or pit bulls or something? But yeah, the humans, they're about their average height as they should be if you think about it. We have every pony is some sort of human, and they all look the same, and they can rarely change their clothes because they all have the same thing to wear. Another thing, in the human world, music is something that you can easily pick up like that. You can just pick up an instrument, and boom, you're Eddie Van Halen, or Jimi Hendrix, Janis Joplin, Michael Jackson, the drummer of some good band. You can pretty much pick up music easily. However, in the pony world, singing, dancing, and choreography is one of the easiest things that you can pick up, because we have seen it many times in almost every freaking song. These ponies don't practice the moves, they don't practice the lyrics. It's just, oh, hey, let's sing a song. Oh, why don't I just do my epic Pitch Perfect dance moves or whatever. Speaking of Pitch Perfect, sequel's coming out. Anyways, so yeah, we have those two. But also, we have science in both worlds. Now, you can probably see science, but you rarely see science actually occurring in any of the worlds. In the human world, we have the laws of physics governing that world. They've done it in Rainbow Rocks, when the carrot from Pinkie Pie's mouth actually falls down. Knowing Pinkie Pie, she's the most random character. You would expect that to stay in, but gravity says no. In Eqeustria, there is actually science. We have seen Feeling Pinky Keen, where Pinkie Pie is hooked up to those weird machines that, although we don't know what they really are, especially one of them being the seismograph for Richter's scale of earthquakes, to measure any change in the body of Pinkie Pie. However, that's not the only time. I think that was like the first time. We've also seen science in Rainbow Rocks, in the pony world, when Princess Twilight Sparkle, sorry, I don't like to address her as Princess, but when Princess Twilight Sparkle is building the portal, we see like a battery, wires, everything that you would need for electrical engineering kind of thing. And then we get the portal that runs off of magic and science, because we have the wooden battery actually working, but is powered by magic. So, another thing, we've actually seen alchemy. Okay, alchemy exists, and alchemy is a form of science, because it has to deal with chemical bonds. It should deal with chemical equations, but, you know, back then, alchemy wasn't all that mathematical. We have Zecora, the only zebra we've actually seen is an alchemist. Every potion that she's brewing, except for the one with the alicorn magic, the one that needed dark magic in my other video, she's made every potion, everything, like every cure, and has all been through the source of alchemy, and also through like African medical knowledge. Also, Apple Bloom tried to learn alchemy in Twilight Time, one of the funniest episodes I've actually seen, and I still like it to this day. She is learning alchemy and potion making. That is what she is trying to learn. I don't know why she would like to learn science. I'm pretty sure Applejack would be against it, knowing how country she is. But yeah, and also going back to the mythical creatures thing, Eqeustria actually has these mythical creatures existent. A cockatrice, I've actually looked it up, is a real creature. The manticore is a real creature. Cerberus, everyone knows Cerberus, that is a real creature. Orthros, I looked that up, that's a real mythological creature. Dragons are a mythological creature, if you compare it to, like, Chinese myths. All of those, plus more, are all mythical creatures. However, in the human world, those are probably myths, just like in our world. They probably have an Iliad, the Odyssey, the carp the carp going up a waterfall and transforming into a red dragon once it reaches the top. Those myths probably exist. We've seen like the thousands of books in that breakfast club library setting in the school. And now the final thing, the final hit to this nail, the magic of friendship. Now, we've seen the magic of friendship only related to the pony world, because obviously the title, Friendship is Magic. The first episode had to do with the magic of friendship, with all 6 elements of harmony being united because of the spark of friendship. However, in the first movie, Eqeustria Girls, the crown brought into the human world acted as the source of magic. We saw both Sunset Shimmer and Twilight Sparkle trying to get it, and sorry, I'm going to take a drink here. Sorry, only 8 minutes in. But anyway, in Eqeustria Girls, the crown acted as the source of magic. Without that element, we know that Eqeustria would have been screwed, okay? There's no way they could have lived. The rainbow power never would have been discovered, because Twilight would have been stuck there for 30 moons, and Tarek probably would have come back, taken the powers, and destroyed the place, because Twilight just became a Hime, which is princess. I've learned that from anime. But however, when Sunset Shimmer activated the crown on herself, it activated as a form of dark magic, because that was what her soul was at the point. She was full of darkness and hatred towards Celestia, that it manifested herself into somehow an even somewhat sexier creature, almost like a succubus, actually, now that I reminded myself of a succubus, which is a demon. And the magic of and when she tried to attack them with that dark magic, as the main 6, as the 5 human counterparts of Twilight's friends hugged around Twilight, we see that the protection upon them is the magic of friendship. Because of that, and the crown, the magic of friendship has not only spread in Eqeustria, but has spread into the human world, as later stated in Rainbow Rocks. There is the magic of friendship, which the Dazzlings are trying to steal, because it's equestrian magic. It's still there because it's like it's kind of like a radiation thing, if you think about it, or the 10% rule in ecology. Although it's not really sort of like that, it's similar to it. Basically, it acts as it has been used. but because the users are still there and are still close together, it can activate in small bursts or photons of the magic of friendship. And what I'm going with this is not that it's in both of them, but in the human world, I believe that the magic of friendship is stronger than the magic of friendship we've seen in Eqeustria. Now, I know that might be a little radical to say, knowing that we've actually seen the powers it can do in the pony world. Turn Discord to stone, get Discord out of stone, put him back into stone. Not destroy T-Rex, it almost did that, but that was the rainbow powers. That's completely different. But also, reforming Nightmare Moon. And yeah, that's I just drew a blank right there. But yeah, I feel like it's more powerful because the whole world of Eqeustria is governed by magic. Laws that would not be existent in a human universe, but in that human universe slash world, it is more powerful there. Because Sunset Shimmer became a demon through the dark side of it. They were able to defeat Sunset Shimmer with that. The Dazzlings were able to use that magic to form into their dark forms and create astral beings of the dragons, which I don't know why the sirens are dragons. I'll probably never understand that. But yeah. And then when Sunset Shimmer in the Rainbow Rocks movie not only activates the rainbow power, but with the friendship of magic, they summon the blue alicorn to destroy the sirens who have harnessed the power of the magic of friendship. Now, it will take a lot of power to not only wield the magic of friendship, but to also survive and be able to create a second form of yourself and still control that. It would take a lot of skills to do that, and the Dazzlings really didn't have that sort of practice. They just absorbed it and were able to use it because they've been doing it for thousands of years. But I'm probably reaching the end. So, yeah, science is prevalent in both these worlds. Humans are existent in only one of these worlds, ponies in the other. Mythical creatures are existent. Stories about these mythical creatures in the other. The magic of friendship is is still more powerful in the human world than it will ever be in Eqeustria. But I want to know what you guys think about this theory. Also, which world do you think would it be better to live in, the human world or Eqeustria? And give me reasons why. I mean, I'd actually love to see this. Also, if you have any of your other theories, put those in the comment. I actually welcome these, and if anything, if I think they're good, I would do a video on it and give you the credit as well. But yeah, this has been Wolf versus Ponies. I know I have terrible animation. I've drawn these things on Paint, except for the background, which I got off of Google Images. But I will see you guys in 2 weeks, because I'm dealing with a second channel, and then I'm gonna have finals coming up. But yeah, leave a like, comment, share. I'd just do whatever you want to with these videos, except I can understand some hate to it. But yeah, leave a comment about which world you think is better, which one you would like to live in, and why. This has been Wolf vs. Ponies, and I am signing out.